Good morning, YouTube. Jumped into side by side. Had a pretty good snowstorm last night, and so jumped into side by side. Just gonna ride around the property. We was outside with Jenny last night, and I heard some tree limbs cracking. And so we're gonna start up at the front, up by the highway and the neighbor's property, and we're just gonna look at the fence line and see if anything fall on it. Jenny really loved the snow. We were surprised how much she loved the snow. And so here I am going around. This is about an acre, this section right here. So just driving up towards the highway, a little far on the market road. And so there we go to the edge there. I'm going to have to trim those branches back before the spring comes. They're covering the barbed wire fence. But we'll get to that later. But there it is, across the fence there. The other side of that fiber optic orange pole there is somebody else's property. But that tree fell right there. I have a little covered with a little driveway. So I'm probably going to cut that one because I don't want it to just stop up the drain. That's another little driveway I have right there. But they all been blocked off with my fence. So we're going to go back towards the house a little bit and go to the other side of the driveway. You have to come all the way back down to where Jenny is, towards the house, and then make a sharp left turn there, and you can go over to the other side. We'll cross the driveway here, and then go back up to the road. I think I saw a couple of limbs that had fell in that area. So I estimate this is 2 or 3 acres up here because it goes all the way down to the front porch from the street. So from Bardage to the front porch. So that old water meter reading that other little bit of them fell there. And then outside, quite a bit, that's a pretty big limb that fell down. So I'm going to get a chainsaw when it dries out, go out there and cut it up and take it to the burn pile. Those are small ones fell there. And I'm glad that happened because I know the trees need to be trimmed for the spring. And so that's a pretty big one there. The camera doesn't do it justice. We'll cut that up, get the tractor and the grapple, run it down to the burn pile in the back 40 there, see what happened. But that was the only damage I've seen. Thankfully, nothing was hurt. Those limbs was already dead, and like I said, they need to be trimmed anyway. And I don't really like pine trees. The only reason we got trees up front is because of my wife. And as long as she's here, we'll have trees. But if I had my way, I'd cut them all down. They're just too big of a problem. But here we go. We're going to go down here to the back 40. I'm going to cut back here behind the shop. It's a 30 by 40 shop. 312 pitch on it. And I looked out this morning, it had snow on the top. And I thought the 312 pitch was enough to make snow whenever we have snow. It's so rare to fall off. But it stayed on there. So it's supposed to warm up today, get in the 40s. So I expect it all to melt very soon. So there's one. That's what I heard last night. I was in the backyard with Jenny about 11 o'clock before I went to bed. And I heard something crack, and we both looked this way. And that's what happened. There goes some more snow falling down off of the limbs. So I'm glad that cracked because I parked the tractor in there a lot during the spring. So don't have to worry about that one. That tree needs to be cut back anyway. Go here through the gate. It's got no we just keep it up, keep it closed just to keep Jenny in. But the deer back there can jump in, and it keeps the hogs from getting in the front yard. So we can always keep it closed unless I'm working throughout the daytime, and then I'll leave it open as I go back and forth. But I close it every night that I remember. I've only left it open one night out of 3 years of being here. So that's pretty good. That's not a bad percentage. We're going to roll down here. I got a spot that I feed the deer. I still have about 4 deer. All those, hadn't seen no bucks this year. But they got to be around close because I've seen 2 foals, a couple of small deer come out, and they're growing really well. So they're probably eating somewhere else too. But we just do it to feed them, especially during the winter months when it's hard to get foliage. So but looking here, it still has some corn there on the ground. So I'm just going to keep rolling, and I'll come back later and put some more out. Usually one come through at 3 o'clock. A couple more come out at 3:30. Then we have some more at 5:30 in the evening right before it does dark. And they'll come out and eat. So we'll keep a set of binoculars in the house and a got a binocular or something in the side by side or 6X where you can see them. Oh, so we had one right there. A limb fell. I'll come back and get that one. And then I think it's two up here on the hill. There's a little incline here. Pretty sharp incline. I had the side by side in 4x4 because I figured some of the wheels are going to spin out. So we'll come back, cut those up. And I think that's the only damage up here except when you go deeper into the woods. And I didn't go back there. No need. Usually I cut it once a year, maybe twice a year back there. I had trails cut out last year. And so that's all we do on that. But I'm going to go over here to this fence line. I had some trees fall last year on this fence. It's a barbed wire fence. So I'm probably not going to invest in fixing it. Nobody's up here. So it's not a problem. But yeah, there's one there. I usually take the tractor on the left side of that big old tree there, big old pine tree, to get back up in the back 40 there to cut. And but you see that hanging over there. It done fell over the fence. So I get cleaned up. I go out there and get a little dry, cut it, and then I need to cut that one there. That's hanging down. But once the snow come off of it, it may spring back. So I'm not worried about stuff further back in the woods, but I just wanted to come up and check here on the hill and then down out front. And of course, Jenny loved the snow. So there we are. Thank you for watching. If you enjoy these kind of videos, just hit that subscribe button. And you come along with us as we look after the property. Thank you.